Hello, and welcome to the Hobo Joe Show, doing the Fish Tank Season 2 updates, the daily updates. Currently, we're on day 8. It is Christmas, December 25th, 2023. We're going to cover some of the things that have happened in the last 24-ish hours. Hello, Nano, etc. Merry Fishmas, Cucumber Feet, welcome. So I would be over at the bar listening to where everybody's at right now, but I'm pretty sure he's listening. Chris Lynch, the lying Lynch, the liar Lynch. He's listening to probably some copyrighted Christmas music and want to deal with that right now. Go around the house though, see if there's anything we're doing in the closet.
The cut closet.
A closet, he just said.
Ooh, a diary. Uh-oh. There's nothing written in here. It must be Brian's because he can't write. Because he's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
What the
What?
fuck?
I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
App. At about.
Oh, yeah.
Contact
And I
me.
like nutrition. I wish
Yeah,
your
contact
dress sense
me.
was as good as your taste
But-
in music.
Yeah,
No,
my
no,
Twitter
no,
account
no,
is
I- you
automotives
are our favorite.
hentai theory.
Alright.
Hentai theory.
So the last time we talked, it was Christmas Eve yesterday, right? One thing I didn't mention, sure I didn't mention, is Cole put a hole in the wall of bedroom 2 a while back. Well, now Jimmy was convinced because of the haunted dolls to put another hole in the wall yesterday. And this was put by Dogface Man at Manface Dog, his Twitter account here. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the 11 haunted dolls Jimmy has to find. He's up looking for them. I don't think I got to cover this last time, but Morrow from season 1 saying some pretty sus stuff about purchasing Shinji for his work, and then I think he deleted this tweet, so that's pretty sus that he even did that. So Meg was sick. She said that Ben is trying to kill her. He was in the room trying to recover. This is from at fish. Funny. They did their nativity play today. They practiced all day yesterday. Practiced some more today. So they did the play today. It was all right. It's just listening to them practice the play like 600 times and then do the play kind of burned me out on it. The big news though is that Brian's ex, the skeleton here, this thing, like one of those like Nazca South American mummies that they find. So it as a freeloader in the tank currently, chilling, drinking some zip. And that caused a lot of drama between him and Trish, which is kind of weird because like Fish Tank season 1 wasn't really full of this kind of drama, this like reality show kind of drama. Now it's becoming more geared that way. Trish did get upset and put dog poop, but she poured it out in front of them. That was kind of weird. Not on them, in front of them, to upset them. Thing that happened recently. Megan has left. She was upset. She was upset about Jimmy throwing a fit. I guess he like threw a chair across the room in the same room as her. There was a whole event where Airsoft Fatty came back dressed as Santa again for Christmas Day. They had to be hogtied in the living room. And the first person to get out of their restraints and get from the lounge to the living room where the Christmas tree was and the presents, find the gift with their name on it, won. Now Jimmy was the last one to be able to get out of his restraints. He was very upset and pissed off, yelling at Gold Striker, everyone else. Megan called him retarded, and he got upset, threw a chair across the living room. I can see here he chucked this orange chair across the living room. And that caused, I guess, Megan to be upset. Also, him yelling at her and stuff. Then she decided wanted to quit. So the producers had Chris Lynch talk to her in her room 1, all day to convince her not to go. And even Scott Sullivan chimed in, and it was still not enough to convince her. So she has left the tank. And from what I heard, they didn't even allow her to say goodbye because quitters do not get to say goodbye. So now she'll probably go back to playing Roblox or something. That is a gift I think that she did get though, with some Robux, whatever it's called. And then Airsoft Fatty also wrapped. Yeah, she quit. Meg quit. Airsoft Fatty wrapped her dead pigeon and dog poop or some kind of poop as a gift, which she dumped. Trisha dumped right here. Airsoft Fatty then, at the end of the day, got naked and left in classic Chris Airsoft Fatty fashion. Yeah, definitely Venus. Right now they've enabled fish toys, and people are delivering a lot of cigarettes to. Double check my notes here. Does anybody know where the red button went? That thing disappeared. I have the dumb. I'm trying to get the experience points from the keys. The red button has disappeared. So, the other thing that happened was Jimmy had spent all night making eggnog, as well as looking for the haunted dolls. And I believe Airsoft Fatty put teriyaki sauce in his eggnog that he struggled to make all night. He became furious about that and threw I think it was a teriyaki sauce bottle in the kitchen on the ground, shattering it. Also threw the big mixing bowl of eggnog that he had produced. He also threw that across the kitchen. And Ben was upset about that. Jimmy also got a fleshlight for Christmas from Airsoft Fatty. Guess it's a matter of time before he returns to the crawl space to do the dubious deed. Yeah, so after the gift event, the producers brought in Brian's ex-girlfriend into the show, and it caused a lot of drama between Brian, his ex, and Trisha, which his ex being there is really weird because he says it's his ex, she says He is his ex, but they're hugging, they're kissing on the show as if they're still a current couple, so that is confusing. It was wild though that they even thought to bring her on the show. So after the arguing between Trisha and Brian and the ex, Scott Sullivan showed up. They all did karate. It looked like just before Scott showed up that they were going to quit. Trisha kept yelling, "Why don't you quit? Why don't you go home?" Brian had pulled all of his chips out from his wallet as if he was ready to cash in and leave. Jet Neptune was in bedroom 1 talking to Megan. I don't think he was aware of the full what was going on in during the moment of them arguing with Trisha and Brian, all that. He was dealing with Megan basically. So when he walked out of bedroom 1, Brian had his chips and it sounded like he was ready to leave. He told Jet, "What now?" As if to allude to, "I'm leaving, what now? I have my chips in my hand, I'm ready to cash out." And Jet said, "We're just going to let this cool down and then pick up from there." And then Scott Sullivan shows up. They start doing some karate in the living room. There's even a couple little training, sparring, tussles Trisha and Brian partnered up to do, which was kind of weird because they brought the ex in to sit on the fireplace and watch them do that after just yelling at each other and throwing poop around and all that. But after the karate event, it seemed like that kind of cooled everything down. And now they're enjoying their open bar time with Chris the Liar Lynch.
I got a small each by each. But I put the markers. I got small. Yeah, thank you. Good as strong. It's a book I picked up at the airport on the way here for the fetish.
Oh, I saw that.
I think
I was like,
Ben likes it. That's the mailing thing. For a subscription, you get more for it. You can use it as a bookmark.
Go ahead and I put a poll in the chat about Jet Neptune pooping. Just for you, Diggy. For being in the chat, everybody.
Yeah, we do. We need more Shinji karaoke. That was sick.
If Jet alone, it's okay. Because I have to use the future.
Yeah, if you future.
Yeah, I have to use the future technology to karaoke. Anyone want a cigarette?
It is wild to think. Oh, we're frozen. It is wild to. Still frozen? It is wild to think that we're on day 8 and we are down to seven fish remaining. What's the math on that? Little less than 5 weeks. The other thing too is that Brian, with his ex-girlfriend there as a freeloader, is that fair? Is that fair for Brian to have a ex-girlfriend as a freeloader? Would that benefit or hinder him? Just curious how that's going to play out in the end. I mean, I know what you mean, cucumber feet, but she did choose to quit.
Earwax candles. These aren't earwax candles, but there's some.
It looked like a straight cookout.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Earwax.
Celia, you wanted the drink?
Maybe in a minute. Thank you though.
I swear that somebody super chatted Sam during his live stream asking him what his poop schedule was. I feel like I've seen this comment before. Dick eating. Be wild. Her facial, Ryan's ex, her facial skull structure is just wild to see. I'm gonna pull that image up again. This is just nuts to look at. Very confusing.
It's all about, you know Helvetic? Like the font? Yeah. There's a documentary about Helvetic.
Yeah, a ghoul for sure.
Put it here, put it here.
You can watch it for free on YouTube, but it's called
He brought it, he was given a choice to leave with the girl or stay on the show. Told Ben he was staying, but the girl gets to stay too.
yeah, no, it's a really good documentary.
What the
Yeah, first call. You can watch
cucumber feet? Please don't do that. Why would you do that? Is that
I'm not sure which is my favorite.
that's wild?
Very, like, tickled. It's about, like,
Refund it.
do, like, gay porn tickling shit. And how they're, like, gay porn tickling? Yeah.
two straight.
Man,
Thank you, Patriots.
I don't even know what to say, man. That's wild, brother. Everybody needs to check out Cucumber Feet. For real. The man's production quality on his videos are nuts.
It's, if you're into typefaces,
Sorry.
No, I mean, dude, I used to go, like, I originally majored in English and then majored in broadcasting.
it's a very interesting documentary.
I thought of that Helvetica.
Have you ever seen Chariots of the Gods?
Yes.
Shit changed my life.
This one's basic, but
That's by the guy with the long
Eric Mondani. No, it's not. That's the Giorgio.
Oh, yeah.
No, Chariots of the Gods from the 70s.
Citizens 4 is a really basic documentary, but that one is good. Because, like, it's all about...
He's got a lot of great videos out here. He's gonna talk about cucumber. He's done a lot of great fish tank. Just videos in general. He's covered a lot of great topics. Like the recent one I was listening to was I didn't know anything about Just the Minks. And then I saw his video, so that was a pretty great rundown. And his quality on a lot of these, I mean, he does a whole get up and everything. So it's just, it's just nuts. The man only has 2.6 thousand subscribers, but he's like working at the quality of like a 2 million subscriber kind of channel. And this is his Twitter account here. Definitely follow him all around. Twitter, YouTube. What a feller.
Hey, Taylor Judge here. Just letting you know you look like the Chud team. Can we give you the Chud haircut for 25 chips?
No, you don't.
25 at the black chips.
I don't normally I use Twitter on the desktop really just for this, but I'm really only on it on my phone in dark mode.
I can also do this with my hands.
Apparently the tweet that I saw about Meg Austin Savage, answer your question there, was that she was told quitters don't get to say goodbye, which I think is funny.
I will attack you like the truly insane men do.
And for anybody that's just coming into the stream right now, really what's going on is just it's just like a chill out time. The fish are enjoying their drinks at the bar with Chris Lynch. There's nothing really happening right now. No real events. The only other thing that challenge kind of mission that is happening is that Jimmy still needs to find 11 haunted dolls. I think what motivated them to not even give her a goodbye. I mean, she seems like a nice person, but I mean, she quit. She just decided I don't want to be here anymore. They're producing a TV show. This probably wasn't something that they might have been planning on for her to quit like that. I mean, obviously you don't want to be in the fish tank. The whole goal of the show is to eliminate people over time, but I'm sure that they probably would prefer it on their own terms during challenges and stuff. Other people go.
So, how you feeling?
I'm kind of under the influence.
Do you like drinking?
Oh, yeah.
I love it when Chris comes around. It looks like you guys are always so happy.
Yeah.
I see you're doing all kinds of sneaky stuff. Like when we asked you to get those cigarettes, you're like,
I can't find them right now. My mind is not, zoned in. Tomorrow morning.
see, you're still staying focused. That's epic.
Always.
Yeah, even under the influence, you're eyes on the prize.
Detective? Yeah. What are my priorities?
Loving the new outfit. Finally.
Yeah, I finally changed it. But I'll go back to my same stuff tomorrow.
Are they getting washed?
Yes.
Swag.
Swag.
I just wanted to let you know you're doing really good.
Thank you, miss.
You like lollipops?
I love lollipops.
Yeah. Doing a great job. Keep it up. People love you. I don't know if they love your lungs. They
don't love my lungs. I've had many messages that say, your cough is disgusting, but I've explained my cough before, and I did not get Megan sick because I'm not sick.
You're always getting sicker.
I'm not more sick. And maybe you heard, you were on the computer down below, I inhaled some certain chemicals that I was not supposed to inhale.
What'd you inhale?
Well, I was boiling some lead and sodium and some ammonium.
What the fuck were you making, a bomb?
No, that's what Brian, the tall guy, said. I was cleaning some stuff. Lots of chemicals, But
is she
I
making him do a
did not
COVID
wear
test?
A mask because, well, we don't wear masks. So yeah, I inhaled it for hours.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not good. But I'll wear a mask from now on.
Good job.
My cough, yeah, it's not good.
Yes. Stay focused. I'm looking forward to see what you do tomorrow. You're doing great. Keep
What the hell? What's
Thank
that?
you, Josie.
He's risen him. It probably was a pep talk paid. But not like loud. So to kind of speak on that, fuck. Why is he throwing things?
I'm easy to get boner.
Damn, TJ.
Oh, I see that. I see it's easy for you to get
What's
boner.
happening?
Yeah. I want to touch it. I want to touch it. You don't touch it. You can touch it.
Sweet man,
No gay, no gay. In a second. Okay.
Oh man, is that the last of the pineapple juice?
Wild. To bring it up again, so Cole did say he had a head cold maybe 2-3 days ago. And then after that, a day later, Tay was down for the count. She said she felt unwell, spent some time in her bed. And then yesterday, Megan was sick in her room. So there's something spreading around. Some sort of ailment is cooking in the fish tank. Cole had a head cold. Yeah. There's not enough, they're getting the green gunk building up on the glass of the fish tank. Not enough sucker fish. Speaking of that, I do believe like maybe 1-2 days ago, a fish has died. They did flush a fish. In the fish tanks, the actual fish tanks. I'm wondering if the other fish are alive.
Shout out to Taylor gives a shout out to Emma.
Hey, Chris,
Shout
what's
out
the
Emma.
.com?
Shout out Emma.
Fish tank that was in the living room has disappeared. This one looks extremely milky. So Jimmy has put his hands in there a lot, failed to do a backflip, and then as consequence was asked by TTS to dunk his head into. Definitely on. He was asked to do that and he did it. It's just wild. I don't know. Man's obsession with the fish tank.
We produce the data. We deserve 60%.
If it's a chain, it's free reign. If it's mom and pop, stop.
The economy falls if you do that.
It's a joke.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Not if it's like mega corporations like Facebook and Google like taking our data. I know what makes the economy run. Trust
Wild.
me.
Somebody TTS to asking about his stain on his pants. That's the mystery I want solved. What was he doing in the crawl space?
We're heading there. We're certainly heading there. But yeah, you're fucking. Like, trust me, like, fucking Zuckerberg, Google, ABC, Apple, like all the other.
Reiterate, Megan has left. 7 fish that are remaining. 1 new freeloader, Brian's ex. Looks like Peruvian mummy.
Fucking fuck ton of money. Advertisers know they can just sling their shit out there on the internet and someone's gonna pick it up and want to buy it.
11 haunted dolls remaining. I don't know, man. I have to go with what Cucumber Pete said. He definitely does his research.
After the show, if I advertise your landscaping business, will I still get 10%? I need all y'all who are buying New Jersey to maybe.
Jimmy.
Really weird to look at Jimmy's face dead on. It's kind of an angle you don't really get a whole lot in the fish tank. Seeing his face is interesting.
Merry Christmas.
If any of you properly knew about these topics, you wouldn't be on fish tank with us without.
That's true. Alright, fair. Fair. If I knew where the gold was, I wouldn't be here. That is right. I know where the silver is, but I need someone to lower me down to the abandoned silver.
It seems like for the rest of the evening it's going to be pretty quiet. The vibe that it's getting. It is Christmas Day night. I think I'm going to go ahead and wind down the stream here and end it now. Really appreciate you all being here. Another shout out to Cucumber Feet for showing up and donating. You did not need to do that. Still, pretty sure it's not too late to refund that. But everybody should check out Cucumber Feet's channel. He's got amazing quality content. A lot of fish tank videos. And not just clips. Not like clips like me, but like actual videos doing actual talking to the supreme analysis. And here is his Twitter. Definitely check him out. I really appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas to everybody. Good night. God bless.